How's it going today? John here with a could scroll self portrait design and woodworks. What are you all up to today?
Today,
Nothing?
Hey,
I don't
it's a
know.
great day
I'm doing
for me.
what I'm doing.
I've been working on my blanket. That's what I'm today.
I've been working on my secret project, and I made a scarf. I made a scarf this morning. I finished it about 2 hours ago, and went to working on my secret project. And I'll probably make a hat this evening because the secret project I'm just working on every once in a while. There's no rush on it. It's just
Secret
for me. So yes, it's very secret. It's top secret.
secret project.
Hi, Larry and Gypsy. That's all I see
Hey
because
Larry, hey Jesse.
Hi, Larry and Jesse. And I'm
I want to
cooking.
say, hey, go ahead.
No, that's it. That's all I'm doing today.
You're cooking what? You
Uh,
can't stop mid sentence. I hate when you guys do that.
Him and Anthony decided on chuck steak. I'm making garlic mashed potatoes, hot rolls, and cheesy spinach, which sounds gross, but it's the best thing. You put the spinach on a piece of parchment paper on a sheet pan, and you grate Asiago and cheddar cheese over top of it, and put it in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes. It is really good.
and I'm guessing this is fresh spinach.
Huh?
Fresh spinach.
No, this is frozen. I didn't have any fresh though.
Okay.
I had frozen and
I only eat canned, so I like cream
canned
spinach.
spinach too. I'm not above eating canned spinach if that's all I got.
So
I like
what's
cream spinach.
what's Chuck gonna eat if you're eating his food?
The what?
What does Chuck gonna eat if you're eating his food?
I don't know.
Hey, Kevin.
Well, if you're eating
Did you
Chuck
tell me
roast,
Goof?
if you're
Yeah.
eating Chuck steak, then what's Chuck gonna
I
eat?
actually went to school with a guy named Chuck. We got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I knew a Chuck growing up.
Hey Kevin, how's it going?
Long, curly
I
blonde
took
hair,
I
big blue eyes. All the time
and this
stealing
one had
earrings because he liked my earrings.
this was the grandson of the lady I took
He
care of.
only wore one, John. It was the
Was it was it
80s.
was it the left ear or the right ear?
Left ear.
Okay, that's the good ear then.
What's the good ear? An ear's an ear.
Because the non-gay ear was the left ear.
Oh, okay. Well, we both had matching earrings in our senior portraits. They refused to put them in the yearbook
Why?
because we weren't dressed appropriately.
Were you pirates? Were you dressed as pirates?
No, we were very
Then what?
nicely dressed. We just had
Then,
matching
then,
earrings.
then what difference does it make?
It's a backwoods country school.
Were
That's
we
the
supposed
difference.
to? Were you supposed to wear overalls?
No, the girls were supposed to have 10 pounds of makeup on their face and their hair professionally done and fancy clothes. Not me.
Fancy clothes.
I had on a very nice pair of jeans, a nice button down shirt, a tie, and my earring. Comb my hair.
Whatever. Whatever.
Exactly. That's what I said. Whatever. I was comfortable. Didn't matter. Hey, Sarah. Hi,
Like
Kevin.
Hi,
honestly,
Sarah.
I would probably chuckle at the freaking yearbooks now
Oh,
from the
yeah.
stuff they allow and the stuff they allow.
Oh, definitely. There's stuff in my son's yearbook they would have never allowed in our yearbook.
Like one of my nephews, he is a magician now. Like he's a professional magician, the street performer busker, right? And his yearbook photo was him holding up a deck of cards with a clown nose, and they would not let him fucking have that picture in the yearbook.
Oh, well, get this. They wouldn't put our pictures in the senior yearbook for that. But they took a picture of my little brother and his friends laying on the hood of a car, and they won most likely to be skipping school to get high.
See, that,
Oh,
that,
They
okay.
put
that
that picture
that's
in the yearbook.
it's an oxymoron. It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. I was not popular like my brother was
Hey, Sarah. Well,
because
now
I
you're
wasn't
You know how you
Well,
become popular
you know why my brother was popular.
for the same reason.
No, because all the popular kids was buying weed off of him.
Oh, okay.
I never did that.
I was in school. I was most likely to be found under a tree reading a book. That's what I was known for. Don't fuck with me when I have a book in my hand. That was it.
Well, Sarah, you're so young. Pot's legal, so you probably don't.
Yeah, Sarah. When we was
you-
growing up, pot was not legal.
yeah, pot was illegal when we were growing up.
Yep. I
And in my
never
state,
did
it's
that
still
until later on. It wasn't
So
Okay.
something I did.
I had to smack my cat this morning.
Uh-oh.
She was all curled around. You know what I mean, Joe, when I say around. The
Uh-huh.
pot that I've got my strawberries in. And she was eating one of my fresh strawberries. She just lifted her head up there. She'd take a little nibble and she'd put her head down and she'd chew it up. A little while
The
later, she'd
devil,
reach up her and take a little nibble. Now I smacked her in the head, told her quit eating my damn strawberries.
Jess. It's the devil's lettuce, not the devil's grass.
No, actually, it is not. It's God's lettuce.
It's the
The
devil's
devil
lettuce.
didn't make it grow.
Okay, so I just had a post come up on Pinterest. Now I've always wanted to make a chest set out of wood, right, for wood and everything else, but this one just threw me for a loop because it's crocheted.
With thread.
It's
Okay,
a
I can see
crocheted
that.
chest.
It would
It's a
have to be
crochet
you'd have
chest
to
set.
starch it.
Well, yeah, I
That's
understand the
cool.
concept, but I've never seen a crochet chest set before.
No, I honestly can say that's the first one I've ever seen. It's a cool idea,
Well,
though.
yeah.
I mean, I would
haven't
totally
played
have
chess
that in
in-
my house.
I haven't played
Would
chess in a long time.
Oh man,
you play chess
I
with it?
wish you
Would
were
you play
closer.
chess with it
So we
though?
could play chess together.
Would you play chess with it though?
Yeah, I
Probably not.
would.
I would. I think it'd be cool. Just think of the color combinations you can make. Oh, think of all the color combinations you can make with it though. It wouldn't have to be black and white.
Somebody should make oh God, China one. The queen. The crocheted queen. Get it? It's funny. Come on. It was funny.
Wasn't that funny?
Or
I
for
think a dark purple and a white would look really nice.
I don't know. I think I would do
Hey, look, real Crocs. Would you wear those?
yeah,
Even
that's
Would you
if
wear real
I
Crocs?
would wear them just to make a statement, to be quite honest with you.
I had to make the picture bigger. Hold on.
What are they?
Those are cool. I would wear them.
I'd wear them. It'd be my shit kicking shoes. Here, let me
$50.
introduce crocodile to your ass.
$50. $50 is actually pretty affordable too.
$50 is all? That's not bad.
Uh-uh.
They come in 5 to 10.5 in sizes.
Hey, Greg.
They
Greg
won't fit me.
stepped into the wood show, and what do I see? Crochet.
No,
I wear like
shoes.
I wear like
Shoes.
a.
It's
We're talking
shoes.
about
I wear-
shoes.
Those are cool. I wear the 13 in men's.
They're coming 13 though.
Well, I know, but he never does. But the school.
I want to wear a pair of pink ones, yellow pants, and an orange shirt. Tell me I wouldn't stand out in a crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, something besides my personality.
Hey, Greg, how are you?
Oh, see, there you go.
Oh, those are
There's some-
really cool.
There's some Crocs. Those are actual Crocs.
Yeah, no, I don't like
The
that.
way I'd wear Crocs. I'm to be honest with you. I'm gonna be real honest.
don't.
That'd be it.
So
I have
Crocs are
Crocs
30
like
bucks.
shoes.
Crocs
I have
are
Crocs
30 bucks, and
like
Croc
type.
shoes are $50.
I have Croc type shoes that I got off of Temu. I just use them for
Yeah.
like slippers. take them down to Dad's because you got to go outside there to smoke.
Um,
And I
what
don't want to step on the slug because it's gross.
is a video call?
What?
Video call. I can't do three things at once.
All right, so working on Snow Owl again today, and super chat challenge is back up. If you guys are interested.
Oh yeah, I need to do that. Is anyone actually
But
doing it?
yeah, so there's 4 entries in so
And you
far:
have to
Heidi, Chris,
has to be
Joe, and Tracy.
has to be what, 2 at a time?
No, just do what one $2 super chat will get
But
you
that's
an
what I'm saying.
entry.
Has to be $2,
Well,
not
yeah,
one
well,
dollar.
two $1 is the same as one $2. I'm just saying.
Whatever. $2.
But in order to reach the goal, they're $2 chats.
Okay,
But
that's fine.
which will get your name on a wheel for a chance to win a $20 gift certificate towards whatever you want. I gotta get this yarn off my table. And my flowers, and my stitch markers, and my crochet hook. I need a separate rolling table.
Yeah.
Or a swing arm. Well, that's what I need. I just need to build a swing arm table to just push it out of the way. So, the more entries you get in, the more chances you have of being a winner.
Yes, yes, yes. Don't try to cheat, Jojo. Now, if I actually won, it would not be for me. Because I wouldn't even know what to have you do for me.
You what?
I wouldn't know what to have you do for me if I
Did
won.
you want a bear?
Yeah, that's going to cost an arm, I would.
Yeah, but it's $20 towards the bear.
Yeah,
Basically,
that's
it's free
true.
shipping, right?
Yeah. Greg, I will cheat all day long. You just watch.
Huh.
Of course you will.
Oh, wait a minute. It's the wrong one.
Hey, Jeanette. How you doing today? Hang on a minute and I'll read that. Greg's weather is 85. 6-mile-an-hour winds and humidity is 31%. I am showing 77
Hello,
here
Jeanette.
right now. I'm glad to hear it, Jeanette.
My weather here is pretty crappy right now.
No, I don't think it's raining or anything here. I don't know, but 77.
It was
Did
raining
you?
this morning, so I went into work this morning. Cleaned up my truck, cleaned up my personal truck, and then freaking it was raining, so I didn't bother washing them. I was going to. I had all intentions to wash them, but it was raining. I'm like, it's whatever. It's not gonna matter.
John's weather is 52 degrees, 10-mile-an-hour winds, and humidity 75%. Jeanette's working on the happy hats for the vets.
Happy hats. Why are you working on happy hats?
I'm working on a blanket. Just
Are
because
you
I
now?
can. Uh, I'm gonna have to get some more yarn here to fill on though.
Yeah, I gotta figure out the levels on these. How I'm gonna do them. I know the original picture I have. I thought I took a screenshot. Apparently not.
There, John. Don't say I never gave you none.
Oh, there you go, Annie. Look at that. I got 2 entries in. 2 entries in so far.
Today.
You know, if Greg wins, Greg will get the better deal of this whole everything. You know that, right?
Did he put one in there?
No, he hasn't yet. Greg will get the better deal, though. Just saying.
And why is that?
Oh, cool, Jeanette.
Because he's in
For
Canada.
the shipping? Yeah.
Jeanette says she's come up with some new ideas for her snow people.
New ideas for snow
Awesome.
people.
Hey, babes. Mom will start dinner in 10 minutes or less. Shouldn't take that long. Nothing I'm cooking's taking it long because I already made the hot rolls. You know, I don't know why I do that. I'll pick the day that I feel the worst to make bread.
Why?
I don't know. I just said I don't know why I
She just
do
said
that.
she did. Pay
I
attention,
think
John.
a lot of it takes my mind off stuff. Even though it's hurting, it's still you have to really pay attention to when you're baking. Hi, Niecy.
Hi, Nancy.
Hey, Nisi, how are you? What are you up to? What are you up to today?
Jeanette's going
Make
to
the arm.
Jeanette's going to make the arms and legs. I'm sorry.
You go.
She's going to make the arms and legs bendable.
We had the same idea, just bad execution.
Yeah. And with
So,
the different connection speeds, it's hard to decide who's talking and who's not, and one starts and then
see,
the other starts on top. Yeah.
see, so when I was thinking about this bunny here, I was thinking about so I need the connectors for the arms and the leg joints, but I was also thinking about making them at the elbows and the knees as well.
I think that would be unnecessarily complicating it
No,
because kids are not going to
Greg
care about
gets,
and elbows.
yes, she will.
yeah,
My
Greg gets
granddaughter
put
would.
in an entrance.
Way to go, Greg! Look at that. Now I got 3 entries in. 3 entries in today. Huh? Wow. All right, let's work on the background for this first. I'm thinking this and this and this.
Like on clapboard. Is that like clapboard style? Like clapboard house? You know what I mean? Like the house would look if it had clapboard on it.
No, these are snowfields to give it dimension.
Okay.
So I got to give it dimension, and then I'm going to put LEDs behind each one of these, and then behind the owl as well.
Well, what are you going to do with each panel? Is what I'm asking.
Well, I have to mountainize and mound them all, right?
Well, just remember, snow's not even.
After Greg put in his $2, he says, "Oh, for F's sakes, here you go." Well, you don't have to put it in there. Gives us more chance.
Oh, Niecy, what's for lunch? I need to take my potassium. I think it's what's wrong with me. I'm taking it today.
Getting ready to make the boys some lunch. But what are you having for lunch?
Don't you know we just pick
You
off
not
whatever
having
you
lunch?
put on your plate? Come on. Every
The
mom.
boys here are having
Suppose.
chicken and fried
Suppose.
potatoes. I'm probably going to have chef salad.
See, I would totally like that, Joe, but I don't have everything to make a chef salad. I
I
have
bought
I have lettuce. That's all I've got.
I got lettuce, I bought tomatoes, shredded cheese, the meat, and then I got some onion, chopped up onion.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, look, you got another one, John. Thank you, Heidi.
Hey Heidi, how's it going today?
Excuse me.
Hi, Heidi.
Sorry.
Greg says, "What are you going to give your Al dementia?"
Yes, but I was gonna get dementia.
Percy's owl. It'll be like Percy's owl. It'll run into the window.
And Heidi says, "Hello, everyone. She's heading out to the park with her grandson and niece. That sounds
Oh,
fun."
cool. Sounds like a nice day. Man. Okay, I gotta go check on my roasted garlic and put the steaks on.
Roasted garlic.
Yeah, because I'm making uh, garlic mashed potatoes. I always roast the garlic to make garlic mashed potatoes. It makes them better. It makes them more
Okay.
better.
More
Hot
better.
better.
Makes
I like
make,
more
makes
better.
them makes them more garlicky.
Well, yeah, if you have garlic mashed potatoes, they definitely need to taste like garlic.
Okay.
I don't use the entire head though, because I'll use about half of it and put half of it up for something else.
Okay. I know what I have to do though. I have to make backers first though. Let me go over to my saw. Cut my backers out first for these, and then I can cut these at the same time, so it'll be the same profile on them. Do that first.
Okay,
Go there.
Hey,
Heidi
Marty.
says it's nice here today. Went out there for lunch picnic with Rob. And I'm heading back with these two now. And Marty goes, "Oh, a super chat roll." And I got
Super chat.
3 out of 10. We should have more than that, shouldn't we? Heidi did one, Greg did one, I did, and Annie. That should be 4, right? Maybe somebody else.
No, 3 today. Oh, no, it was only 3 today.
I
You,
did.
Heidi, and Greg.
I did. And Annie. Annie did one.
Oh, there should be 4 there then. Where's the rest of
Yeah,
them? Be 4 there.
I don't know. Maybe you just need to refresh it or something. Let me try. There.
3, 4. Yes, there's 4.
It's still only showing 3, but I don't know.
I just scroll back in the chat.
Yeah, I thought maybe mine just needs to be refreshed, so I X'd out and came back in.
Okay, Greg. Greg said he's got some things to do. And oh wow,
Okay. Dang, Marty.
Mark,
Okay,
Mark,
now we have 4.
serious $9.99 for a super sticker.
Awesome.
Thank you, Marty.
Yeah, thank you much.
What
All
was
right.
that? Marty,
Marty.
thank you.
I will be back.
Okay.
We'll see that. Calculate that should count five entries.
I'll try to stay awake till you come back. There are no guarantees.
Okay, let me cut these down now.
What'd you do that for?
What?
Wasn't it bright enough in here?
I like to see.
Oh. You can't sit over there. 'Cause I'm getting ready to go over there. Oh. Well, you just throw in one of the yarns I need. Right behind where you sit. It's in the top drawer, the bottom one. I'm gonna take it. What do you think about how those colors looking at?
Hmm. Now, where are
What do you think about
like right
well,
there?
how the colors are working out together? You think that looks alright? Yeah. You know, one's a dark blue, like a royal, then you got light blue. There's a couple little places that it's almost black. It's pretty cool.
Marty, what have you been up to since we saw you last week, wasn't it? What you been up to? What you been up to? Up to?
What chicken is that? Strips? Oh,
Okay,
okay.
where's my clamp keep going? Keep losing my clamp. Oh, it's right there.
Marty's just not a damn thing. Obviously,
Not a
darn
damn
thing. I
thing.
could have wrote some stuff.
Wrote some stuff. What'd you write? What'd you write?
See in your seat?
Yeah.
Come over here, Motorboto. You can come over here. Come here.
Okay, I need these to be at least a
On his
quarter-inch
legs, that's that
in.
scar. That leg scarred up all the hill. Hi, Liz. Come on. You can come up. I'm not crocheting right this minute. Come
Okay, I'm gonna
There you go.
quick cut these just to get my profiles on them. It looks like I'm doing some
Liz,
work actually.
Greg left. He left a while ago. He had to go do something.
Hey Liz, how's it going? A factual account of my past couple of years trying to get healthy. Oh, like an autobiography?
There's nothing so exciting. And Liz says happy Saturday to everyone in the chat. How you doing, Motorboat? Yeah? It's surprising.
Oh, yeah, but you'd be surprised what people find exciting though.
You say, baby girl, you don't want to be there? Okay, go up there. Try not to scratch my leg anymore, would you? I'm going to be scarred for life. Look at those scars, Motorboat. Goodness,
Sort of
all
a
the use of it.
talking. She out if she could use it. Let me go to my sander for a second.
Liz gave you a super chat for $3.99. Well, thank you, Liz.
Well, thank you, Liz.
We're up to 4 now. We got more than that. I don't know why I'm saying that.
Can there be more than that though?
We're actually at 5.
We're at 6. We're at 6. We're at 6. Joe,
6?
Annie,
Okay.
Greg, Heidi, Marty, and Liz. We're at 6 right now.
Okay.
I should have put a 20.
Tracy was trying to call everybody.
Yeah, she was trying to video chat everybody.
Yeah, I ignored it.
Well, I can't answer it.
First, yeah, okay, neither. I'm on my phone. First nurse wants me to come back and grab my next project. No, I don't think so. Arby's, good news. I don't know. A special offer is waiting, but bad news is ending soon. So I won't use it.
Special offer. At Timu?
Arby's.
Oh, Arby's.
Is Jessica working? I'm assuming so. I don't know. I haven't heard from her today.
Well, I think because she was working last night, that she's doing stuff today to make up for it.
I gotta talk to Megan and see if she's okay with just going there too. I need to start planning my trips and get dates sorted of where I'm going. Hey, Chris K.
Manicure time. You ever wonder why they call them manicures and not phalange fixes?
That's the part about it.
Well, because they're on your phalanges. They're on your phalanges.
Right.
Well, why? What? Like call them phalange fixins. Phalange fixins, right? Rather than manicure. It
Chris
doesn't make
K
sense.
just gave you $1. Oh, now it's dark in here. I can't see. Turn the lights out on me. Get good at doing that. Turned all the lights in the front room and kitchen off, so I just have this light in here above me.
Now, I'm going to just do this temporarily, but I will put actual real LEDs in here. Look at it on yours for Zach. Just give me a sec. Let me unwind this a bit.
Hi, Snail.
Hey, Demetra, how are you? There's Jessica.
Hey, Jess.
The infamous Miss Jess that everybody's asking about.
This was just a quick stop by to say hi.
A quick stop by to say hi.
I'm working on the dates for my trip, Jess. I'm going to be going, I don't know, sometime after the 9th, probably midweek. If Megan okays it, it'll be that Saturday. That would work. But I still need to get a hold of her. I tried calling her earlier and she's not answering. Probably out grocery shopping. Jess is out doing errands. She'll meet up with us later. You have fun.
Aaron, who's Aaron? We met Aaron before.
You're so weird. She has Happy Mail to show off later. At first, I thought she went to McDonald's and she wanted to show us her food because she said Happy Meal, Happy Mail.
Let's see if I can turn these lights off now. There you go. See if that's what the first layer will look like. Ish.
Ish.
Ish. Still got too much light in here though. Second layer behind that. This is gonna look so cool. Okay, let me Happy Meal. I have a Happy Meal to show off later. You still get one toy. But you have to specify boy or girl apparently.
Yeah, it depends on what they're doing. I don't know what the toys are at this time. Once in a while, I get a Happy Meal. Okay, Heidi's back. She had to plug her ears in to hear us. Okay, awesome. Welcome back.
Wrong direction. Why would you do that, John?
I don't know, why did you do that? Because you can. Oh, another road done. We'll need some yarn here pretty soon, though. I was crocheting a lot earlier. These new meds make it so my hands don't hurt near as bad. Heidi says my boys walk around the house with earbuds in all the time. I have to tell them to unplug their ears so they can hear me talk to them. Yeah, that's pretty much like Zach when he's in his room and his dad's not here. He's always got earbuds or headset or something on. So if you need him, you have to go in there and you open his door and he jumps like 5 feet. Like, what are you doing in here? Well, if you would answer me, I wouldn't have to come in here. He's got to work
See,
today,
back in the day
so
with us, it was back in the day with us, it was called selective hearing, and get your ass beat for that.
exactly. But, he's an adult, so I'm not going to look at it. But, there's times where I do turn off his internet and it comes out, the internet down? Nope. Yours is, though. Especially
Gregory,
when he's in,
Happy
especially when he's in one of those days that he, back talks. I don't stand for that. Not one bit. You don't back talk me. Hey, Greg.
Hey, Joe.
How are you?
Oh, just ducky.
Just Ducky. Well, I'm Peachy.
oh my God,
Uh, Heidi, my son is almost 25, but he's autistic too and does some other stuff. But he's a good kid mostly.
mostly.
I mean, yeah, he is. I mean, you know him. He's a good kid.
Yeah, that's why I said mostly.
He has his moments like anybody does.
Mostly kids are kids.
Yeah,
He's a good kid. He's a good kid. He helps out. You just have to ask him. He won't like pick things up on his own. He'll step over it instead of picking it up. Like a wrapper on the floor. He'll step over it. Like, what are you doing? Pick that up. I don't know what you're showing because I can't see it.
My
Too
my
small.
camper.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I can make this bigger on my phone. Oh, there it is. That's very cool.
Got the propane tank out the front, spare
Uh
tire
huh.
on the back.
You could
That's
wait till I get
very
back.
cool. And now I gotta make it move my thing around again. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
There's a door open.
That's very.
No, the door don't open. I
Anything
didn't
on the
really get that
inside?
involved.
You
Where's
What
the
was
didn't
that?
make
table?
stuff for the inside?
No.
Like,
Where's the table? Where's the bed? Where's the sink?
yeah, the
Stove?
seats.
That was
We
all.
need all the stuff.
That's all for my sister to do. This is a
Uh,
rendition of what she has. Basically, the colors. It's the same camper, a bowler, but
that's cool
kind of a pukey green bottom and white top.
though. Years and years and years ago, my older brother, he died when he was 15. He used to build things out of toothpicks. And he
Hmm.
built a log cabin, and if you opened the door, it had table, chairs, cabinets, stove. I mean, all kinds of stuff on the inside. Little couch. It was really cool. I still have that.
I used to
It's
build my
split up,
aunts.
but yeah.
I think it was my aunts had, these bamboo curtains you roll up. They're just like little sticks, like
Yeah.
Yep.
well, you cut the ends off, right, to fit them to the window. Well, I had all these ends, and I'd unravel them, and I had all these, kind of toothpick looking things, but they were, just round. And I used to make stuff out of that with wood glue and popsicle
Hmm.
sticks, right?
Yeah. He made a cross with matches, like the wooden matches. He
Yep.
lit them all and blew them out, and then he made this big cross. It looked really cool, and then he sprayed it with some kind of gloss or stained it. I don't remember.
I remember those.
I don't know I don't know whatever happened to that. I loved it though. My my brother may have it at his house put up. I don't know.
Oops.
He may have it in his bedroom. 'Cause he liked it too, and I'm sure I can find someone how to make it. I know I'm pretty sure he used like a with a cardboard for the cross and just did whatever. But it was neat. He used to uh, since he had cancer and only had one leg, he did a lot of crafts and things like that. He made these real intricate wreaths or centerpieces because we'd go out to that special needs camp I worked at and get pine cones and other stuff and bring them home to him. When I got off work, I'd have a bag and give it to him, and he'd make amazing things with it. But yeah, he liked doing that kind of stuff. That and swimming. Swimming was his all-time favorite, I think. So we used to go in the evenings to the pool. 'Cause, the kids didn't all come. A lot of kids weren't there in the evenings. They were out doing their own thing. During the day, it was mostly kids, and they stared a lot because he only had one leg.
Kids will do that.
Yeah, and he was 15. He was a kid too. I mean, he died when he was 15, but yeah. So I usually go to the pool back with her. Mom would drop us off and pick us up like at 10:30, something like that. We were big time swimmers. I was at the pool from 1 to 5. Went home for an hour, and then Mom would go grab something to eat, and then we go. I'd go back to the pool with my older brother then. And sometimes we go to the beach, but that was harder for him. You know, with crutches, that's just kind of sink into the sand.
Hmm.
So it was hard to do that. So we used to go to the pool. And then mom and dad ended up getting a big old pool for the backyard. And they had steps that you just lowered down so you could get in and out easier.
Oh yeah.
And so when you were in the pool, you just lifted them out so they didn't bother anybody. But you couldn't do like a straight up and down ladder. There's no way. So dad and my cousin made steps that you just lowered in. And once he was in, you just lifted them up and they locked up on the deck. Yeah, we were big time. We love the outdoors and camping. We used to go camping a lot. We pretty much lived in the outdoors all summer long. I, s- I still like going sitting just on the porch. Nisi's asking, John, what are you making?
I'm working on a
He's
snow owl background right now for Heidi.
making
Heidi won a
whoo
gift
whoo.
certificate. Heidi won a gift certificate. I'm going to Jessica's lives, and she's using it towards me making this snow owl for her husband's birthday.
It's going to be cool when it's done, though.
So I gave her a couple of ideas, and then I'm improving on it. Now I'm just improving
Jonify.
on it the way I do my cool Johnification thing. Jonify
When
it.
I get things,
Give
when I get things
people
from
more.
John, I just
To give people
tell him to do
more.
whatever he thinks is best.
Give people exactly because I like to give people more of what they're expecting to have. Now just
Yeah,
give me
I
one
think
little minute.
when I got
Oh
things
yeah, the
from
owl.
you asked me what colors or what things like that. But what else you want? Do your thing.
Yeah.
You know what to do. Just whatever.
And I know, Anisi, you're gonna be like, oh man, John, I want you to make me something too.
That's kind of how we were with the Shadini sign, except for colors. Zach wanted to pick. That was for him to pick. But after that, it's like just do your thing, and you did. And holy shnikes, pretty dang cool.
Okay, so this is just a temporary test, but I gotta see how it's gonna look anyway, right? So let me turn some lights off here. Readjust my camera. There. Let me turn some more lights off. I'm just gonna go to the other end of my room here first. Boo, boo, boo. Those ones off. Turn these ones off. Here we go. Oh, so that's the snow background on it. And then the snow owl is going to
That's
go over
cool.
top of it. And the snow owl will be lit as well. Need a little bit of light in here, though. There you go.
That's gonna be cool.
It's going to look something like that. Right, Heidi? This is gonna be your his awesomest snow owl, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's cool.
See, I'm trying to figure out how can I make that. Oh, let me use my phone for a second. Let me turn my light on my phone. There you go. It'll look like that.
That's gonna be cool.
And so,
Yeah.
and, right, and then so in the daytime it'll look like normal. It'll look like that in the daytime, and at night you can turn the lights on. It'll look even cooler. There you go. That's what it's gonna look like. It's, see, and the thing is, when I create stuff for everybody, it's like all I need is your basic idea of what you want, and then let me run with what I want to do. And then people are like, "Yep, that works."
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Where's Annie? She sleeping?
she's doing
Uh,
dinner for the
yeah,
family.
she's making dinner right now.
Oh, guess we'll allow that.
Niecy says the best part is that it's one of a kind art piece.
Oh yeah, exactly that too, right? Thing is, this is fucking heavy. I gotta make some. I gotta loosen a lot of weight up on this.
Oh, disco.
Yeah, it's the blizzard. It's a blizzard out. Oh no. Yeah, these are freaking heavy. So heavy right now. Ah, I definitely got to lose some weight on this. I'll cut these out. I'll just have frames on the outside of these. But it's nice to know that my idea is gonna work though for what I want it to do.
I just pulled this out of the Easy Bake Oven.
What is it? Hold on a second.
It's a laptop prop, like stand to put your keyboard
Oh,
part on the angle.
oh, cool.
Comes in pieces. You take it
Yeah,
apart.
pretty sure that I got one of those at dollar store, but I
Yeah,
don't use it anymore.
probably.
So where are you getting all your ideas at? Like where you getting all your downloads from?
Thingiverse is the main one,
Yeah,
and then there's a
I've heard
couple other
I've heard
ones.
I've heard of that.
There's a few other ones. They're kind of European based, so sometimes it's all in a language I don't speak or understand, and but you can kind of figure it out what it is from the pictures. Sometimes not, but yeah.
So what would you like, Nisi? What does your imagination hold that you'd like to have? Yes, I am in Canada. I'm in northern Alberta. Actually, you know what, Nisi, you have my address. Do you know how I know that? Because you sent me 3 tanks of yarn that I won from CIA from you. Oh,
Yeah, good old Hank Yarn, country singer.
and I actually have them. And I when I got my cake maker, I actually turned them into cakes. Sorry, Greg, I'm gonna show yarn here. See, I turned them into cakes.
Oh no!
I got three
Those are
of
pretty.
them in cakes right now.
Niecy said she's been hunting high and low for a nice sunflower wall piece to hang on her wall.
A sunflower. You know what? I've actually never made a sunflower yet. Oh, I know what to do. Just let me know how big you want it. I just thought of something.
Oh, that's cool, Heidi. She picked out a 3D printed fall floor from the Never Ending Story. Oh, I love that movie. This morning at the farmer's market, it's jointed so he lays over your shoulder. Oh, nice.
Exactly. Cake yarn is perfect for any diet. It's low in sugar and high fiber.
Exactly.
Hi
The
everyone.
doctor tells you need more fiber, you go
Hey,
yarn
Connie.
shopping.
Thank you, Demetra.
Okay, I
Exactly.
finished my first flower and I think it's great, but I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use the same pattern for the barefoot sandals, but I'm going to use a smaller crochet hook because I'll show you. Because here's the flower. It's really
Oh, that's
cute,
huge.
but it's a lot bigger than what I wanted on the barefoot
The
sandals.
blank.
But the blanket, I think it will look good.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it'll look good on the
That'd
blanket,
be
I think.
perfect right there. That'd be
Yeah.
perfect.
So that's what
She
I'm
wanted
going to
about
put them
half
on.
that. You want about half that size for her slipper, right? Her
Right. So this is a 4.0, and I think I have a 3 because this yarn is still small enough. I think I don't have a problem. I'm pretty sure I have a 3. Wrong bag. In fact, I know I do because it's a lot smaller. And then I'll make the 2 for that, but the same pattern. It's a really super simple pattern. It's just chaining, slip stitch, and treble. That's it.
I've never seen a barefoot sandal.
I'll send you a picture,
Okay.
and you can see
I'll
what it
look
looks
at it when live's over.
Okay. Or I can just show it to you on here. Where's my phone? Oh,
Yeah,
here.
you can just show it. That's fine.
This is the picture I sent to John the other night. Let's see. Oh, come on.
what are you
It'd
sending to
help
me?
if well, I sent it to you the
Hey,
other
hey,
day.
Donna.
That
Hi, Donna.
picture of the
Welcome
barefoot
in.
sandal.
Hey,
There it
Donna.
is. Joe, that's what
Oh,
it
I
looks
must have
like.
Oh yeah,
seen
right.
you.
I remember.
So it's not on the bottom of their foot. It just goes around their waist, around the wrist, ankle, and around their big toe.
Ankle.
Ankle
Oh,
and
there's
toe.
Their
nothing
foot
on
rest.
so there's nothing on the bottom of their foot.
Right.
Okay.
So I just have to make the little part on the top for the top of the foot and around the ankle and the toe, and that's it.
So
Okay.
you
I thought
still
there was
pickle them.
something. I
Say
thought there
what?
was something on the bottom of the foot too.
No. Because these are for babies. I mean, there's people that wear them that are older than that, but these are for babies. They're not walking, so they don't need it on the bottom of their foot.
Even adults wear them. Oh, Greg, you can get a pair too.
Yeah. I
I'll
can make.
run out and get some.
I don't think I can go buy them. I think you have to have somebody make it for you. Hi, Larry.
Hey,
Hi,
Taffy, how are you?
everybody.
Hi, Connie.
Taffy,
Hey,
what are you up
Annie.
to?
Hi, Cocoa
Welcome
Puff.
back, Annie. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey, Cocoa Puff.
Annie.
Yeah, so
I am cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yes, Greg.
Oh, just hello.
Hello. Did I miss anybody else that came in?
Connie
I know
came in.
there's a few.
What's
Yeah,
up?
and then
Glad to meet you. No, I don't.
Nisi came in. Donna came in. I don't know. Were you here with Heidi?
No, Heidi was in before I left.
Okay, that's pretty much it.
And Connie.
and me.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, but you see Connie right there.
I know.
I can hear
Do I
Connie,
really need?
Mm-hmm.
Do I really need to tell you that Connie's here?
and I can
Yeah.
hear a
So,
squeaky fan.
Yes, you
Greg,
can.
did you hear what's going on with? Did you hear what's going on with Dale?
With who?
Dale from Maple Tree Studios.
No.
Okay, so he put a post on Facebook that he's going to be off of social media for a bit, right?
Yeah.
And then he put up a post about 3 days ago. Says, so why the silence? He says about 12 weeks ago, he had a cardiac event,
Oh,
Ouch.
followed
not
by
good.
another one 10 days later.
Mm.
Oh
So
wow.
various pokes and prods and blah blah blah. They're saying that options are a triple bypass to something else and a bunch of other stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so today, 17 minutes ago, he says, sadly, I find myself back in the hospital after a suspected mild attack.
They're going to do the bypass surgery or
Yeah,
stents.
bypass probably his best bet.
Or stents. It depends on how corroded his arteries are. My husband, he was having pains, but he'd never had a heart attack. He was having pains that would radiate up from his stomach up into his heart. So we thought it was digestion. So he went to the doctor and they put him on a treadmill and he failed. And they stopped him before he had the heart attack. So he never had one. But the next day, they went in to try to do stents and they couldn't. And so the next day after that, they did a triple bypass or quadruple bypass.
See, I'm looking at his EKG behind him here, and it says
Hmm.
is 85 over 97. That's not very
Yeah.
good.
No.
Pretty low.
Yep. Yep. So, but then the worst part is, I mean, all you guys have already heard probably. If not, Ron took care of himself really good for the first few years. And then last year he started having chest pains again. They checked, and lo and behold, um, only one of the bypass arteries is clear and free. One of them is only 30% clear and free, and two of them are completely clogged up again, and they will not do another bypass. So he's got your body sends veins to your heart, and they're called helper veins, and that's what supplies his blood to his heart. He has to take a saline nitro um, every day. It's time release, and then he has to carry nitro around with him because there's nothing else they can do for him
Hmm.
because they do not. They said he doesn't want to do another bypass surgery anyway, and they said that a second bypass surgery is extremely dangerous and very hard to come back from. Most people don't. So he's just got little helper veins. You know, this flower irritates me because I wanted to do a magic circle, but it doesn't work with a magic circle.
Chain 3 and flip in
It's
the
actually
first one.
it's actually chain 8 because I have to do 4 petals, and by the time I'm done, it just has a little tiny hole left. So I don't know. Yeah. That's cool, Larry, but continue taking care of yourself. Because those arteries, he was even on cholesterol medication. And the bypass, no longer, only one bypass works full completely.
That Jardians will help too.
Yeah. The Jardians helps him, it helps his diabetes as well. Helps your heart, helps your diabetes. So,
Hmm. But it dehydrates you.
yes, that's why he has to drink at least 2, if not 3, 32 ounces of fluids a day.
Yeah, I just put more water in the fridge.
Yeah.
And I got a question. Why are you putting water in the fridge? Because I want to?
Hmm. If you were wondering
I like
who
my
that,
water in the fridge.
if you were wondering who that person was behind me, that was my grandson.
I'm not even paying attention. I'm crocheting.
Yeah, he went out the door. I think he
Your
was waiting.
grandson sounds like a dog.
Huh? No, no, that's just 3 dogs that you
Oh.
hear. I don't know if he went out and he's leaving. He's saying, yeah, or his friends out there. That sometimes they'll go get food, but he's just standing out there talking to him. So I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Jack
He's
will
an
be
adult.
leaving every.
He's an adult. He doesn't have to ask me, but I do ask that he tells me where he's going so I make sure that he can get back in the house.
Yeah, Jack's got to go to work there pretty soon. Yeah, it'll be nice and quiet. For me, it is anyway during the show.
Yeah.
And some game. I have no idea. I don't ask.
Yeah.
I asked one day, well, what game is it? What's it about? He goes, you wouldn't understand, Mom. Not like your kid telling you you're a dumbass, you know? I didn't ask to play it, I just asked what it was about.
Yeah.
You know, if you
He
wouldn't
doesn't have
understand, Mom.
he doesn't have a driver's license, so he doesn't have a car, so he can't just leave. But he's got a friend, this one friend, who'll come pick him up and they'll go places.
Zach's
But
gonna
usually
like.
they're only gone like 20 minutes or less.
Yeah,
Yep, they left. I was talking
Zach
to you guys, so he didn't tell me because normally he tells me.
Sounds like a drug
I'm sure
deal to me.
Oh no, he brings home hamburgers and tacos and shares them with Papa. But Papa is not here. He's at the cemetery.
Yeah, that's usually. We used to have a McDonald's that was selling out of the drive-through window.
That's not
Ask for
the way
special sauce. Just saying.
hey,
No,
Cocoa Puff
no.
says I'll be back headed to Tim Hortons.
He works for the state hospital, and they do drug testing all the time. What the hell? Oh, I know. Oh, damn it! He didn't shut the screen door.
Oh, Nisi, you fell out of chat.
I'll be
Well,
right
it's as
back.
bad as
Hold on.
It's as bad as Annie just being
Okay.
on mute and having a conversation, and then realizing that she was on mute.
I am
Yep.
not muted.
Same kind.
I've been muted for a while.
No.
But
But
you're good at that. You're good at that.
Nisi was Nisi was saying she fell out of the chat. How rude of YouTube. I said that's the same as Annie just having a conversation while she's on mute.
Kinda. I do that.
It happens quite often with Annie. Many times. So I was sitting here talking, no wonder nobody's answering me. I was on mute. Yeah, that would do it. I don't usually go on mute, for long. I shouldn't. When I start getting tired, I should mute myself. Just say screw it, because I know I'm going to fall asleep.
Share your snoring with us.
Huh?
You don't want to share your snoring with us.
No.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Even
Okay.
though I'm not a horrible snorer.
No, you're not. Believe me,
Yeah.
I grew up with horrible snores. You're not even close.
I am.
I'm serious. My bedroom was over my parents' bedroom, and when they went to sleep at night, they would snore so loud you could feel the floor vibrating under your feet.
That
Oh,
wasn't
that's-
snoring.
jeez.
You say that about mine.
I don't anymore. I used to.
I gotta run down. I started another load of laundry.
No, Bill said after they took my tonsils out that my snoring, the only time that I snore is if I'm sick or really, really tired.
Well, okay, so I snored really bad from the beginning. I mean, I could snore like an old grandpa when I was 6 weeks old. And when I was 2 years old, I had my adenoids and my tonsils taken out. And I didn't snore for about 2 or 3 years. I started snoring again. My mom asked the doctor to check, and he goes, her tonsils and adenoids are back. They grew back. So,
So they grew
And I
back.
well, the thing is that they didn't. My mother did not know that if you take the tonsils and adenoids out before you're 3 years old, they're still growing. So they just come back because they are not finished growing.
No, and here I thought you were part reptile, like a salamander or whatever. You grow a new leg.
I could be. My husband says I'm an alien, so I don't know. He tells me I'm not normal.
Otan, Donna, is how you spell it, but I'm not positive. Ask John or Greg.
What?
How do you spell Putan?
Putin? Poutine.
Sometimes pronounced poutine.
Putin. But because you gotta have that French accent, it's called Putin.
Yeah, well, they don't enunciate all the letters of a word,
Or if you just pronounce it like the Russian president, Putin, then everybody knows what it is. Putin.
Does it come with a map on his forehead too? That was mean. I know.
That's okay.
Those potatoes come out great.
Well, poutine's great. It's probably one of the best things that ever come out of Quebec.
Well, Putin and Torche.
Well, I was thinking more hockey players, but poutine and hockey players, lumberjacks.
Oh, you mean like the Rocket?
Yeah,
I want a jersey to like the Rockets. Rocket
Finish.
Richard.
but there's so many variations. Like the the plain is just French fries or chips, as English would call them, and gravy and cheese curds.
I love
But you get your you know, your Western with they'll put ground beef in there, fried up, and some will put bacon in there, and you know you can dress it up 1,000 different ways.
Well, see, we had it. We had a poutineery here,
Hmm.
and there was 50 different ways to get your poutine
What is it?
at the poutineery. It's just French fries and gravy with cheese curd on it.
Oh, okay. Second flour done.
But you got to have cheese curd.
I love
And
cheese
it's
curd.
the gravy has to be hot enough to melt the cheese curd,
Of course.
so it's all stringy and drippy and hang on
Now-
your chin.
We used to have a restaurant on base in Borden, and they used to bake their poutine. So they would put the gravy, the fries, and the gravy, and put the cheese curd over top of
Oh my
it,
gosh.
and then bake it, and then put more gravy over top of that. So every French fry you pulled out had freaking like stringy mozzarella all over it.
Hmm. It's a meal in itself.
Hey Chris, how's it going?
Can be.
Chrissy,
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, Heidi, I don't understand people like that. Like you know, keep your dogs out of the park. Like keep your dogs out of the playground. Because I know around here most people don't pick up after their dogs. And like you just don't need dog feces in the playground where the kids are playing. Not like when we were
Yeah.
kids growing up,
Chris,
digging through the
Right.
sand and finding cat treasure. Like, ooh, what's that?
I don't get people
It's
like
like
that.
wood.
because We even taught our dogs to go in the backyard where the kids don't play. They don't go in the front yard. I think Pete did a couple of times
Donna.
driveway where you could see it and clean it up.
Donna, I'm going to ask you, dear, how you doing? How you holding up? How's everything going? Since your mom passed.
Hey, Chris K.
How you doing with our super chats? What? Man, we're shy. We're shy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8.
You only have 8?
Only have 8. Well, technically 9, but Chris only has $1 in there. I'll let it go. I'll let her name
yeah,
go on there anyway.
It's got to be $2.
Oh, great, Chris.
There,
Said,
now I have 9.
The
Well, thanks, Heidi. Enzo.
coming along.
Connie said her grandson brought her a taco.
Now she's eating tacos. Man. Wait, I want to throw up a. Thank you, everybody, for super chats.
I like it.
Okay, let me get some cutting here. Let me do some more cutting.
Don't eat tacos that makes them fart.
Don't what?
Don't give a dog a taco. It makes them fart. Speaking from experience, you only make that mistake once.
So
She
you don't
doesn't
eat
give her
tacos
animals
anymore?
What was that,
She
Greg?
doesn't give.
I say you don't eat
Wow,
tacos
Greg.
anymore, Annie?
Wow,
I
Greg. I can't believe you
From a
said
dog
that.
have any.
Oh, the dog.
Connie,
Okay.
Connie doesn't give her
Oh,
dogs people food.
so bad, Greg.
We're
I knew
going
where I
to
was
hell
going as
for
soon as
that
you
one.
mentioned. I knew where I was going as soon as you mentioned her name.
Chris Carlton wants to know, is that Herb's or Charlie's pattern?
Neither. This is actually a coloring page, a coloring book page. I will show you the original one in 1 second here. Yeah, there it is. Boop, boop, present. I'll show you the screen. I'll show you the actual page that it came out of. Bump, bump. Bump, bump.
Greg Chris says, nice job on the trailer.
Oh, thank you.
Just got another-
So right there, that is the original coloring book page. It actually says right down here, um, paint the world super coloring in the bottom corner. So it's just a coloring page. It's a coloring page. Here, hold on a second. Let me zoom in on this. Paint the world super coloring. It's just a regular coloring page.
Wow, that's tiny.
Now, if I could find a big ass boat, that looks like that, you know,
Yeah,
page would be kind of awesome too. Yeah,
I know somebody
talking
would
about
be.
big ass boats. Hey,
Oh.
Dave, how's it going, buddy? What are you up to?
Just sitting in my truck.
Oh, he must be one of the
Sitting in
good
the
guys.
truck.
He's got a white hat.
Oh, I got
He's
the
got a
black
white
hat
on.
too.
He's a good guy.
I got the black
Oh,
hat
okay.
too, so I can be either way.
Yeah. You almost look like Colonel Sanders.
Oh,
You're
ooh,
like
ooh.
Colonel Sanders, Colonel Sanders' twin brother.
Oh,
But from Texas.
come on now.
You're like General Sanders. There you go.
I hear you.
How's it going? Are you at work today?
I'm working, but at my places,
Oh, okay.
I got too much
So
crap going on.
How's your brother doing?
Matter of fact, he just got out the truck, went up there and sat in his chair.
Oh, so he's working hard. Oh, he's a supervisor today, is he?
Yeah, sure.
How's the move going? You got everything? How much longer do you got for the move? Are you in a timeline for it or what?
Well, I was, but I just shifted it back. I told him I wasn't closing until I had time. If they don't want to close after I get done, that's fine. They can sit there, it's not eating or drinking.
Yeah. So what else? What else you been doing to keep yourself busy?
Chris C says, is that Portal Dave?
Yes, it
That's
is.
Portal Dave.
No, I guess I can put some names up here for you guys. There you go.
I got all this place here that I just got that I got to get straight, worked on. I got to work on.
Jeanette just got a yarn delivery.
Awesome. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome, Dave.
was the taco?
It was really good. A little spicier than what I would have chose, but it was really good. It was smothered in cheese.
Mm.
Where'd you get it from?
Well, it's a free
Taco-
taco. You can't.
Taco stand. Well, it's a little trailer, a taco trailer that parks here in town. They make some really good
Trader
tacos.
taco.
Mm-hmm.
Trader
Food truck
tacos.
taco.
I like tacos.
Yep. Second flower's done. Awesome. Now 4 more to go.
That Excalibur of yours there, John, is that a 21 inch?
Yep. Yes, it is, sir.
I went to the pawn shop the other afternoon and they had one sitting in there for
Did you get it?
$275. Yeah, of course I did.
That's a
Awesome.
hell of a deal.
I don't know what I need it for because I don't know how many scroll saws.
Yeah, I know. What do you do with it now?
It was too good a deal to pass up.
I think the 30's a little big. 16, I think, is too small. The 21's like the perfect size. Though.
Right. Well, I've got that old
Well, you know what
big
you do?
Craftsman 24.
You know what you do, Dave? You have a scroll sawing. You have a scroll sawing event at your place, and you basically entry fee is $500 to get in for a scroll sawing event at your place, but they get to walk away with a free a brand new scroll saw.
Wow.
And then you're making money on the deal.
Wow. Okay. You gonna fly down for it?
I already got a scroll saw. I don't need.
Well, I mean, I got another big old building across the road here. I can show you. We can hold it in.
Yeah.
His shop.
Can you see that building there?
Another shop. Wait, hold on a second.
Cool.
Looks like an old. What is that? Looks like an old military house or something. A military building.
Actually, it used to be a thing. It used to be a club.
A club.
Yep. Just like that one right there.
Wait, show that one again.
You can't. Let me get out.
No, I know. That looks like an old church. Just
Well,
by the
it
handicap
was a
ramp.
club. It was a club. They turned it into a church. Now it's back.
What we're doing for tomorrow?
They've been renting it out from me for special event.
Oh yeah.
And that place.
How many properties do you have?
Oh, right here now with this new place right here. I've got 3 right here. I've got 3 places in Portal. I still had the one that I hadn't finished closing on across town right here. Well, about a half mile.
Yeah.
I got land in Arkansas, Oklahoma, North Carolina.
Did you get them all checked for mineral rights and stuff like that? Like, is there oil on the land, or do you have mineral rights on your lands, or just down the?
Yeah,
like
I have unconditional rights for everything.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say we have oil all over this part of Kansas. Everyone's got oil pumps.
I know. Up here, you only own 6 inches down below your grass level. So
Huh.
the city owns everything below 6 inches, so they can come in and freaking do whatever they want to your land if they find anything on it.
Well, that's horrible.
But they do have to pay. But they do have to pay you access rights, and they got to pay you like if they got to take down a fence, then they pay you like per.
Yeah, but they're not going to pay you what they're going. They're not going to pay you any real money.
No.
I was going to say
No.
here, the people who own the property, they have the oil riggers right on their property, and they get the money from it.
Yeah.
They get paid for. They pay them for the oil.
Oh, everybody, did you purchase the air rights above it too? I know down the states you can buy the air rights above your property.
You can buy up to the FFA zone. You're good to the FFA zone, which is I forget how many feet.
I think it was 15,000. It's somewhere between 10 and 15,000. I think.
No, it's lower than that because you got Cessna planes that travel at less than that. You got
I guess
small
so.
aircraft that fly 4,000 above.
Well,
I
guys,
think-
I gotta go. I'll see you guys later.
Okie dokie.
Bye,
All right,
Connie.
Connie, take
All
care.
right,
Bye, Connie.
bye.
She probably ate that taco too fast. Going right through her now.
No, I haven't left yet, John. No, it's not. I got some things I got to take care of. All right, bye.
Bye.
But got it.
Mean, John. Mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. Every time she's got to go. I don't know why I keep bugging her about that. Oh, she got to go poop. Oh, I just went through her too fast. What happens to me?
I ain't never told you I had to go poop.
Well, she said it was pretty spicy.
That worked that fast.
It does go that fast. Taco Bell, probably, especially.
She
So what
said
is
it
Greg
was a Taco Bell, it was a taco truck. Wish we'd
You
have
still
stuff
working
like
at the chicken ranch? You still working at the chicken ranch there, Dave?
I don't work at a chicken ranch. I work at a food processing plant.
I'm gonna call it the chicken ranch just because it suits your hat today. the food processing facility.
But it is mainly chicken that we do, but we do pork. We do pork, steak, turkey. We had to check the turkeys' visas though, because they come from Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys get our water, our trees, and our freaking turkeys too. What the hell?
Well, when the turkeys come across the border, they're already packaged in big combos. We can 85% of the chicken that 85% of the canned chicken that you can find, it comes through our plant. That's worldwide.
Worldwide.
Yeah. If you go to your local grocery store and you pick up a can of chicken and you flip it over, the writing on the bottom of it, if you see 31812, that means it came through my plant. That means that chicken has came through my part of the plant. Every piece of meat that comes through that processing facility there comes through my part of the plant.
Okay.
Every bit of it.
Canned chicken. Who the hell's buying canned chicken?
A lot of people.
People with no refrigerators.
I actually keep, ever since the shutdown, I keep canned chicken, canned beef, and canned pork in my cabinet just in case. It's good for a while, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yep.
Once in a while, I'll use it for something, for casseroles or something, and then replace it with newer.
We can for basically all the labels that you can find. Costco, the Great Value
Yeah, I'm
brand,
just looking it up.
everything.
Yeah. Uh, so Kirkland, Great Value, Bumblebee, Maple Leaf, Swanson, Hormel. I
All
didn't
of
even
them.
know. Dinty Moore. I didn't even know it was like a thing.
Swanson's too expensive.
Like I knew.
But it all comes through. It's all the same process as Great Value and the other Costco.
I know, and that's why I think it's ridiculous that it's so expensive.
Because we'll run so many. We'll have an order for, I don't know, 2 million cans of X, Y, or Z, and then we get that ran. We get that canned and ran and put in what's called the retorts, that's the finished cooker, and it gets labeled, goes through the labeler and packager. Then we automatically just swap over and start running, putting the labels for the other brand on.
Sorry, the boys have been leaving, so I muted myself for a little bit.
I thought you took a quick nap.
So,
No, they were
almost all of it.
leaving.
All
They
of it's
came in
almost the
here and
same.
they were noisy. They're gonna get noisy, so I just muted myself until they left. So one's at work and one went home.
So Dave, what you're telling me is that canned foods are the same as gas. That all comes from the same place. It's got a different label on it. Doesn't matter where you buy it at.
Yep.
Pretty much. That's true about anything, though. Imagine a lot of our stuff is made all in the same place with different labels put on it.
Yeah. Well, like Monday, I'll have Chick-fil-A executive at the plant. Because we're going to start running some of their products for them.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. The Lord chicken.
Since 1990.
Yeah.
I just was not that impressed with their food.
Well, a bunch of people love it.
Well, no, a bunch of people here love it. I mean, I've got people that just swear by it.
What is it?
What is
it?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I've never had it. Zach's had it, and he says it's all right. It's not his favorite.
KFC. I'm sorry. It's just, if I ain't going to cook it myself, I'll go to KFC and get it.
Yeah.
KFC, I like their pot pies. They're really good.
My sister likes her pot pies. I don't care for them.
I
know.
Last time I
like the old
at
pink pot
Dad's.
pies you can get from Walmart.
Yeah.
I like banquet pot pies. Is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for like, what are they, like $1 now?
Sneaking off. She says she'll see us later.
All right, take care.
All right, Heidi, take care.
Yeah, for the KFC pot pies, last time I was down there at Dad's, we got KFC, and I wanted to try their pot pie, so me and Megan split one. They're big. They're enough for 2 people. At least, for me anyway. I don't eat a whole lot. The Big Mac is like 3 meals for me.
Yeah. Let's not get started on McDonald's.
Huh?
It was a Big Mac, 3
Let's
meals.
get started on McDonald's.
Okay, a Whopper. How's that?
Yeah, I'll do a Whopper.
Okay, 3 meals for me. About 3 meals.
Yeah,
A single Whopper?
If she gets a Big Mac or a Whopper, she'll cut it in 3 pieces, and that's a meal for her. Want to hear a good Whopper story, JoJo?
Sure.
Me and Sis went out. Now, this was before me and Bill got married. So we went out to a bar. Actually, we went out to a club. It's the only time I've ever been to an actual nightclub. And I stayed sober because I didn't know the people there, didn't know who I could trust. So I was like, I'll drink water. She proceeded to drink. And my sister's a little tiny woman, and half a beer, and she's soused.
Oh my God. Okay.
She starts picking fights in the bar.
Oh gee.
She's
Oh
like,
gee.
this guy, and she goes, "You should dance with me." And I'm like, "Sis, he's with somebody." And she's like, "Well, he don't want to dance with her. She's ugly." And I'm like, "Yep, it's go home."
Oh my God.
And all the way home, she needed a Big Mac, so we stopped and got her a Big Mac. She laid it down on the ground in front of her apartment door so she could unlock her door, put her high heel through it, and proceeded to sit down and cry because she stepped on her Big Mac. I'll see you in the morning.
Oh,
But yeah,
They said it was a Whopper story.
yeah, that's a Whopper. That's the Whopper story.
But
Never
that's
seen
a Big Mac and a Whopper.
Whopper. I'm sorry.
It's a whopper of a Big Mac story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll
I'm
accept
sorry,
that.
Big Mac story. It was a Big Mac story because McDonald's is her favorite place to eat. Burger King is my favorite place to eat. So when we go out to eat, we go for Chinese because I will not compromise. I don't eat at McDonald's.
We have Chinese next door.
Oh man, really? That close?
Yeah, she made us egg rolls.
Hey, I wouldn't turn it down. I mean, I love Chinese food.
No,
which is
in the wintertime I had my snowblower, which mounts to my quad, and the plow, the road plow, comes by and puts a windrow across everybody's driveway, and it's your fault, so you have to fix it up. So I'm out there doing mine, and they moved in last year, maybe the year before, I don't know, and they don't have a snowblower, but she's out there with a shovel, and she's retired, like age. Anyway, so I go over there and blow out the end of the driveway. I don't go all the way up through their yard or nothing like that because I don't want to blow gravel somewhere it shouldn't be, like through a window. Anyway, I go out there to get mail, and I'm going by, and they're in their front yard doing their yard work and waving. So I pulled in there, and she says, "Oh, thank you very much for blowing out the snow in the wintertime." "Oh yeah, no problem." And she says, "Why do you do that?" I says, "Well, it's just a neighborly thing to do, and I know." She says, "Yes, it's very heavy snow, and they put there." Okay. And she says, "Do you eat Asian food?" And I say, "Yeah, no problem." She says, "Okay, next time I make egg rolls, I'll send my grandson over with them." So last weekend, I guess it was, the grandson comes over with a whole pile of egg rolls and sauce.
Oh,
Homemade.
dang. Lucky
Nice.
you.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
My mom, when I was growing up, my mom had a really good friend who was Japanese, and she introduced me some really interesting things, in their cuisine. And that was when my love of Asian food started.
I like my Chinese food too. It's just according to what kind of cat they're using.
Yeah, breaded cat or breaded rat, either one.
Yeah.
Depends whether it's calico or tuxedo.
The baby dolls are the tenderest, though, the baby doll cats.
The teacup cats. Big veal, you got to get him before they start walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Veal cat.
I was teasing Andrew yesterday. We were sitting in the parking lot waiting for the baby's mama and her stepdad to get there because we got there first. Cat goes walking across the parking lot, and I said, "Look," I said, "Chinese food on the hoof." He lost it. He's like, "Mom," I was like, "What?" He's like, "I can't take you anywhere." Oh well, he should know by now. He's in his 30s. He should have figured it out.
Yeah. He's had plenty of time.
I always have a good time. We pretty much like the same things, same music, same books. Not always the same people, but for the most part. I've had to question some of his choices in women, but that's my job as a mother.
Yeah.
But I also keep my nose out of it and just
Well,
wait.
that's me and my two daughters. I tell every boy that they're dealing with, what boyfriend, whatever, that I'll stay out of y'all's personal life until she calls me and tell me I need to get in it.
Yep.
And then when I had to get in it, people disappear.
Yeah, it's just too late then.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's had a couple of girlfriends that left the state and never came back. Won't say why.
Well, Allison, my oldest daughter, the boy that she married, before they got married, I had him come have a sit down with me, and I told the boy, I said, if he calls me and says you ever laid a hand on her, I said, I'll be by eventually to see you. I said, but I'm gonna go through your whole family tree and make sure it's cut down at the roots before I come see you.
Yeah, he was with this one old girl. Now, he was raised, you don't hit women. Raised right.
Yeah.
But the thing we forgot to tell him is if the woman hits you for no reason, that's different.
Yeah.
And he had this girlfriend that was constant. She was smacking him, punching, and she was a professional wrestler. And I was just like, looked at her. She was out today, and she just turned around and just backhanded him right across the mouth, and that was it. I was like, nope, you need to leave my house. And she's like, why? And she was like, I was just looked at him. I was like, nope. I said, son, show her the door. I said, she's not welcome back. He come back in. He's like, God, Mom, I'm so glad you did that. He said, I said, why did you just break up? He said, I'm afraid of her. He said, she's way bigger than I am.
You're scared to tell her off.
And I was just like, I said, in that case, I said, just understand one thing. I was like, abuse goes both ways. I said, women can abuse men too. And I said, you don't take somebody hitting you. I said, now, if you'd insulted her or something, like that, it would have been completely different. He never even opened his mouth when she hit him. And that, no, not my house.
Yeah.
Sarah, he has had some wonderful friends. Now, it didn't work out with them, but they were lovely girls. They parted ways amicably. They just, they wanted different things. He's actually friends with all of his ex-girlfriends except for that one. And I don't have a problem anymore. I'm friends with most of my exes. Because, you have to be adult about things. Sometimes things don't work out.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's like, I think it was Tuesday night, Jamie Lynn called me. It was 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, what in the world? So she called me. The boyfriend that she's been dealing with, he's got a child by another lady, and she wound up having him locked up in 2023. Well, something happened. Child support, I don't know. His license got suspended, and they locked him up then for it. He paid the fine, but he never done the community service. Because here in Georgia, if you go to court, you automatically do 40 hours community service, no matter what.
That's not a bad idea.
So he hadn't done the community service, so the little probation officer had a bench warrant filed for him. So he drove by the other night. He drove by one of the patrol cars with the LPRs, the license plate readers on it. And it popped up that warrant. So they locked him up. She called me that, what am I going to do? I'm like, well, if it's probation, you're going to have to get, hold of a probation officer. Because you can you can actually buy the community service hours out. So, at minimum wage or whatever, So I said, you're going to have to call her. So the next morning, instead of doing that, I just called the sheriff, a friend of mine. He called the probation officer. He just decided to drop everything and just turn the boy loose straight from the jail, But normally, if you get picked up on a probation warrant here, you have to sit in jail until the next time that court's in session, whether it's a month away or, a week. So, done that for him, and then they broke up the next day.
Yeah, my little brother found that out the hard way that you have to wait for the court to be back and say, I'll be out tomorrow. And I'm like, no, you won't. But, that was on him.
But I also let the boy know after all that. I said, I can get your ass out of jail. I said, but I can make sure you go back too.
Oh, man, that feels good.
But as long as he'll go on and leave Jamie Lynn alone, that's well enough for me.
Oh, Jeanette finished another hat.
What are you doing, Greg?
You're muted, Greg.
Doing a camper.
He's working on his bulwark camper.
There, now hold it up, Greg, so we can see it.
And unmute yourself. It makes it easier too. Don't look so grumpy. What the hell?
I like it.
Still muted though, but it looks good. We like a little camper with the propane tank and the tires and the trailer and everything else.
Yeah, no.
Donna says, I've not talked to my ex in 30 years. He tried to phone my dad to find me. He got my stepmother, and she told him not to try and contact me or talk to me, or he would go missing.
Sometimes that's the way it works.
Yeah. Well, I tell all my girls' boyfriends that I have 85 acres of land to backhoe, and I know how to keep my mouth shut.
Nah, see, here in West Virginia, we got enough abandoned coal mines.
Yeah.
Never found.
Well, I mean, my new place right here, I have some blown over trees with a big stump on the back of them. If I need to, I can put somebody under one of them and just cut the top of that tree off, and the stump will fall back.
See, Davis, when you talk, Davis, when you talk like that I feel intimidated to talk to you. I can't get Dave mad because I know he's just gonna freaking bury me somewhere.
Well, I mean, only if you mess with my kids.
John, you got another super sticker?
Well, thank you, Jess.
I am the same way, Dave. I just generally don't mess with people unless they mess with my kids. Hey, kitty cat.
Let me throw a thank you out there.
I like a kitty cat. That's a tuxedo kitty.
Yeah, that's Moxie. He's a mess.
Aren't all cats menaces?
Yeah, but she follows me around like a puppy.
That's the way Storm does me. And do you know it's easier to trip over a cat than it is a dog? Because you expect the dog between your feet. You never expect the cat to be standing behind you, just like waiting for you to turn around.
Yeah.
And they're much quieter.
Well, if I walk in the house there, she automatically comes flying in. She's by her food bowl. She thinks every time I walk in the door, I'm supposed to give her food.
Oh, yeah, that's Misty. That's my female. When she comes in the door, it's wow, wow. And same thing when she goes out. But when she comes in, first thing she does is go to her food bowl to see if you put food in her food bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donna, they're having a lot of sinkholes open up here under people's property and finding mines they didn't even know were there. That's why I said there's abandoned mines all over this state. There was a lot of families that would mine their own coal back in the day for their families, and people just didn't know the mines were there. They just kept their mouth shut, and, they had free heat.
Oh, with this new piece of property, I got a little creek and a bunch of wetland that runs right through the middle of it down here. So
Oh, perfect place for frogs
yeah, and damn snake.
and snakes. Yeah, well, yeah. If you got frogs, you're gonna have snakes because snakes like to eat them.
Well, I put out stuff around these buildings to keep the snakes away.
We have had 3 rattlers, timber rattlers, here, like right around my property, that neighbors have found. They're not. They don't know if it's the same rattler, if it's 3 different ones. But what I'm saying is, if there's one, there's more.
Yeah.
What do you put out to keep snakes away from the buildings?
Well, they make stuff called snake away, but I mean, I put out sulfur and garlic and different stuff like that.
That's for them vampire snakes.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Well, I mean, snake bite does look kind of like a vampire bite. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
No, somewhat like a bat bite. Come on. By the term of bats, not
Mona, there's you a funny story. When me and my husband, after we got married, and my dad finally came to visit us, as he was driving up the road where we lived, he kept looking around and he goes, "This road didn't used to be here." And I was like, okay. He's like, no. He said, this road was the creek. He said, you used to have to drive up the creek to get up in this holler. I said, how would you know? He said, because I used to, you just never you mind. My dad took moonshine off my husband's grandpa. And he said they used to go back in there and buy moonshine. And I just looked at my husband. He said, yeah. He said, that does sound like my grandpa.
Well, good old shine.
Ain't nothing as good as homemade whiskey. My
Yeah.
Uncle Ray, at every family gathering, I think I was 8 years old, he said, y'all come over here. He'd open the trunk of his car. My grandma would start screaming, hey, you put that nasty shit back in your car and leave them kids alone. We get a tablespoon of moonshine. He said, now y'all go. He said, y'all go take you a nap. Leave the adults alone. Y'all go curl up under the tree and pretend we's all asleep.
Well, good moonshine. You don't even know you're really drinking it until after, when you go to stand up. If it burns going down, that means it was ran too fast. It was ran too hot. It shouldn't burn when you drink it.
Yeah, good moonshine's like having a drink of water.
Exactly.
And you can't. Everybody's like, "Oh, you can buy it legally." I've tasted it. It's
No,
not.
you can't. No, you can't. That's ran too hot too.
Well, no, they actually sell it in the stores here. They'll sell moonshine. It tastes nothing like true
Oh
moonshine.
yeah. I mean, we have I don't know 3 or 4 liquor stores here that they sell commercialized shine.
Yeah.
Commercialized.
Yeah, that ain't worth it. I'll put it to you plainly the way I speak. It's not worth a damn to me.
It is not the same.
No. My grandfather ran moonshine for the sheriff of Tatnall County here. If you lived in that county and you got liquor back then because it was a dry county, you actually went to the sheriff's department and bought it at the back door.
That sounds like the sheriff's around here.
And if he caught you in his county running shine and he wasn't getting a cut of it, he'd lock your ass up.
Got to make that little bit of money.
Yeah.
My great uncles were bootleggers.
I think pretty much on both sides of the family we had bootleggers.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's West Virginia. That's how people made money back in the day.
That's why
Yeah.
that's why they're your great uncles and not just your good uncles.
Here, if you didn't work in the mines, more than likely you were making moonshine.
Well,
The ladies weren't-
I had moonshine makers all through my family. Hell, there's probably still some of them making it in North Carolina.
Oh, there's still illegal stills around here that people don't know about. people.
Oh
don't
yeah,
get-
there's several down here. So years ago when I was a cop, I worked in another county, and I came up to some little function one day, and I was talking to the chief deputy and the sheriff of this county, and I asked the chief deputy, I said, "When are y'all going to do something about that damn steel up here?" And the chief deputy looked at me straight in the face. He said, "Why would I do something about the steel I'm drinking out of?" Like,
That's about the way it goes.
okay.
They used to make shine up in the haylofts of, in the barns,
Yeah.
and the cops or whoever would get up in an airplane, little airplane, fly around in the wintertime and see which barns didn't have any snow on them.
Yeah.
And then they go in and raid them.
See, now that's what they do here for the marijuana growers. That's learned to keep them under roof instead of out in the open. When I was in high school, they come in and cut this man's entire tobacco field down because between every tobacco plant was a pot plant.
Yeah. I've seen that before too.
Well, because they do infrared, right? Well, tobacco puts off the same infrared signature that marijuana does.
Just lost him.
Yep, he poofed.
Are you calling Dave a poof?
Oh,
Never call a man a poof. Yes, I do know what that means.
he comes back and tell him that. No, Annie, you're in trouble.
My dad, I said something about a poof. My dad's like, "Do you even know what that is?" And I was like, "When something disappears." No, that's not what it means. It's like, okay. That's what I thought it meant. Yeah, Donna, I had pretty much my mom's whole family were minors, and my favorite uncle died of black lung.
I was a minor until I became an adult.
Ha ha ha.
We got one bar here that says no minors or goats allowed. I'm like, what the hell is it? So under the word minors, MINERS, is a picture of a guy with a hard hat. Right? No minors. But I still can't figure out the goat. Like, did people bring goats into the freaking bar at one time?
Maybe it was emotional support goats.
No, not here.
You never know. They just didn't call them that back then. Maybe it was whoever they were dating. Or it wasn't a sheep. I still can't get over. I think it was 4 or 5 years ago. I watched a true crime video. This guy was arrested because he was raping his neighbor's chickens.
Chicken
Oh my
lover.
God.
I'm like, all right. That's when I found out that the animal has to be a certain weight for it to be legal.
Oh my God.
Chris K says, John, is your goal done?
So what you're saying is you actually researched it.
No, I just, happened upon stories. Not like actively looking. Not something I'm really interested in.
Let me see. Technically, okay, we're gonna go technicalities here. My goal, I reached my goal. It still only says 8 of 10, but technicality, because Annie sent a super sticker instead of a super chat, I'll count that one towards it. And because Chris K only sent $1 instead of a $2 one, I'll let that one go too.
Wait a minute. There's a difference between a super chat and a super sticker?
Yep.
Well, I didn't know that. Why didn't y'all tell me that? I'm new to this stuff.
One's a sticker, one's a chat. It was self-explanatory. See, then Marty gave me a $10 one, so
Looking for
wow,
super stickers.
right? But technically,
So
that
you're
counts
looking
as 5.
Sticker. What? Super sticker or super chat? Which do
Technically,
you want?
super chat, but it's fine. No, don't worry about it though. See, because you sent, there's yours. You sent a $2 super sticker, whereas Annie or Joe sent a super chat. It's a different color, right? Like it's teal as opposed to blue.
Love
And
the
Marty
whisper.
sent. Marty,
Whisper
Liz.
just bring out Joe's eyes, don't you think?
Demetra, Heidi, Jessica, and Gregory. So yes, thank you everybody. I appreciate it. So I'll add all those names on to the wheel, and we'll actually spin for that tonight. When I come back up, and
I don't know. What I send 3? $1 one doesn't count, Annie.
He said any amount.
I said it'll count. Don't worry about it.
Watch this.
Hey, Mary,
Mary.
how are you doing? Mary.
There, Joe. Send some of both.
Thank you, Annie.
I evidently don't know Mary Webb because those are 2 different colors, so I still don't know. Hey, Liz.
So
Oh,
to do a
goodness,
super chat,
I have another ripe strawberry out there. I should go pick that and eat it.
just give me a second. Let me pull this up. Let me pull it up. I'll walk you. I'll walk people through it.
Oh, my goodness.
Let me pull it. I'm just waiting for my YouTube to load up right now.
Oh, John, pulling it up and blowing it out.
Hey, Crystal's
Sound
Crystal's on live right now.
right.
No,
What?
stop. You're the worst.
Well, Liz, if you're done
You
cleaning
guys,
your room, you can come clean my craft room.
you guys are you guys.
Yes, what?
You guys actually make
You
me
said
look
that-
good.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Think we're
yeah.
gonna argue about that?
Well, hold on a sec. So, here, I'll show you this one. Now, because you're doing all your funding through YouTube, yes, they do take a big chunk. But the thing is, so if you click on the dollar,
Yeah.
now because
Figured that much out.
if you click on the dollar, the dollar tab at
Because,
the bottom of the chat. But the thing is, so if you click on the dollar, it'll come up, and you get stickers,
Yeah.
chats, and you can also
That
click
much
on
out.
memberships. You click
well.
on the dollar tab,
Because-
chat,
because-
for example.
because-
See, this is the one I'm looking for. It will actually come up. Chat. The one I'm looking for will actually come up on the screen. Is the one that's support, and then you just type a message in there, and hit buy and send, or you can
Oh my
adjust
God,
it,
John, you've got way too many
whatever.
people talking.
Holy moly.
one that's support, message in there, or just look at the first screen.
Oh my
Adjust
God,
it.
John, you've got way too
You
many
can
people
adjust it for whatever level you want.
Holy moly. Mute one of them.
Those red ones are real
Oh my
nice.
God, John, you've got way
You
too
can
many
adjust it for whatever level you want.
Holy
red
moly.
ones-
Mute
The
one
red
of
ones
them.
are real nice. Those red ones are real
Oh my
nice.
God, John, you've got way too many
And then buy and send. And the thing is,
Holy
red
moly.
ones,
Mute one
red
of
ones
them.
don't even have to. In super stickers,
John,
So the
stop.
red one, you can actually choose your stickers.
Oh my God!
And
Stop!
99 cents.
Mute
And the thing is,
something. You got such a huge echo. Stop!
John.
You can mute
You can actually
something.
choose
You
your
are echoing so bad. We don't know what the heck
Mute
you're saying.
and the thing is,
You got such a huge
what are you talking about?
echo. Stop!
Ah,
Huge
You can
echo.
mute
Something. You are echoing so bad. We don't know what the heck you're saying.
I don't hear it echo. I don't hear it echoing. No.
You got such a huge
What are you talking about?
ah.
huge echo. Something. You are echoing so bad. We don't know what the
Oh,
You're
okay, hold on.
mute
I don't hear it echo. I don't hear it echoing. No. All right, is that better?
I don't know.
Because I muted
So far,
that.
we didn't hear a word you were saying. There was like talking over and over and made no damn sense.
Yeah, it seems better now.
Okay. Yeah, that's better.
Oh my God, stop.
So if you send super stick, if you send a super sticker, you can actually pick the sticker and the amount you want to send, and it'll actually show up on the screen as a big sticker.
Okay.
And you can choose all the different ones you got here.
Are there different prices for different ones?
But I was saying for super chats. Yeah, but for super chats though,
You
Like
all
catch
have
up.
any? Okay. I think I can remember that now. Maybe. Not promising anything. I may have forgotten by tomorrow, or an hour from now. Okay, who wants to come clean the kitchen?
see, like I was saying, for super chats, the red ones. For super chats, the red ones are the better ones. The best ones to send are the red ones. If you send me a
Delete
red
red
super
ones
chat,
fast.
you'll get like. Yeah, if you send me, I guess I'm gonna tell you about that in a second. I mean, if you send me a red super chat, you're gonna get like the best gift ever. So I actually played the video for Jessica the other day because down the states they don't know what Smarties are. Smarties are rockets. So Smarties down the states are rockets up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Oh,
so
red.
they don't know what
I'm
Smarties are.
looking for
They don't know.
red was.
They don't know. They don't know what Smarties are down there. So I actually played her the commercial from the '80s, right? When you
Yep.
eat Smarties, do you eat the red ones last? Do you eat them very slowly, or do you eat them very fast? Blah blah blah. Right? Do you eat the red ones last? Right? So I played her the commercial. She's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "They're Smarties." She goes, "Yeah, these are Smarties." I'm like, "No, Smarties are rockets. Rockets are just pressed powdered candy. That's not the same thing. Smarties are like no name M&Ms. That's the best way to explain it, basically.
For you all,
But M&Ms are gross.
I know Smarties actually
honestly,
taste better.
M&Ms don't
It's
taste like they
chocolate.
used to. None of
No,
the Hershey's candy chocolates taste like it used to. It's all waxy now. Used
too
to
much
be
Haribo wax on them.
Yeah, it doesn't taste it. Even just like a regular Hershey bar, to me, tastes waxy now. Now, it could be that I've tasted really good chocolate, so I have a more discerning palate. But I think it's more like they have changed the ingredients in their chocolate, and it doesn't taste as good.
Yeah. See, these are Smarties. Those are Smarties. They're candy coated chocolate drops. Is the best way to
Well,
explain them. See, whereas that's a rocket, not a Smartie. That's rocket.
No, that's Smarties.
No, the label says rocket right on it. Rockets.
Not down
Called a
here.
rocket.
It's just
I
Smarties.
know that. I know that. That's what I'm saying, though. So so I played her the commercial the other day. And I sang it. I sang it as I was playing it. She's like, "Why do you know every word to that?" I'm like, "Because it was like every second commercial was a Smartie commercial."
Especially Saturday mornings watching cartoons.
And most kids' favorite thing to do on Halloween was open all your your little Smartie boxes, because there was like six in each box, and separate all the colors out, or put them in one big bowl and separate the colors out.
No, that's what you
Well,
do with the M&Ms.
That's what you do with Smarties. That's what I'm saying.
But you weren't allowed to eat the green ones until you were old enough.
Why?
Oh, you never heard? The green ones make you horny. I
You know,
am not kidding.
Old
talking
and
about-
horny, eh? Mm-hmm.
You're talking about the green female M&M.
Well, no, because back in the 70s, there was no female M&M. That didn't happen until the late 80s, early 90s, I believe.
Now they're
brown.
a rainbow of colors.
Well, what about the light brown female one too?
That doesn't exist anymore?
Yes, she does.
Not here, she don't. I actually haven't seen an M&M commercial in years.
Oh, there's actually a purple one too. So the green, brown, and
No,
purple one are
there
girls.
is no purple M&M down here.
The green, brown, and purple M&Ms are female.
Joe,
Donna
have
says
Canadian
UK
M&Ms
Smarties were in
they have
tubes.
purple ones.
The orange one is pretzel. The yellow one is peanut. The blue one I think is an almond. Yeah, the blue one's almond.
Donna says UK Smarties were in tubes.
Yep.
But it's the UK. What is it? Cadbury is the company that the US doesn't have or has very little of.
When he came to visit us from London, he brought me Cadbury chocolate from there. It tastes completely different than US Cadbury chocolate.
Now the difference is that I heard way back when, and I don't know if it's true or not, because it was before the interwebs. Hershey's makes all their chocolate with sour milk, and Cadbury's makes it with fresh milk. So your milk chocolate is different.
It does have kind of a sour, tangy taste.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for the first time in 10 years, M&M's is introducing Violet. Her name is Violet. Apparently,
Violet,
she is
turning violet.
Violent
just being mean.
M&M's.
So apparently, she has caramel inside of her.
Well, that explains why I've never seen a purple M&M, because I don't like caramel.
Yeah,
And how do you
she's
get
got
the caramel in a caramel bar?
Yeah. So apparently she's caramel and chocolate. And her name is Violet. But they came out with these supporting women packages with the brown, the violet, and the green all in one package.
Mm.
Now, did y'all Canadians ever hear the story of Mr. Goodbar?
We don't even have those up here.
No, this was an actual story somebody wrote about Mr. Goodbar. I will have to find it, and I will.
Finding Mr. Goodbar? That was a movie.
No, it wasn't a movie. This was just a little ditty he wrote up. It's the story of Mr. Goodbar.
Mm. I know Mr. Goodwrench. He's at the Chevy dealership.
Seeing them brown. The female brown one is brownies. But the male brown one is dark chocolate. But apparently there's 5, 10, 15, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 10. 60 different M&M flavors.
Wow.
Okay. Actually, it used to be a joke, I believe.
Yeah, I've heard it. It's funny.
Are you ready, John?
Yep.
All right. I have your permission to read this. One payday, Mr. Goodbar wanted a bit of honey, so he took Miss Hershey behind the powerhouse on the corner of Clark and Fifth Avenue. He began to fill her mounds with his butterfinger. That was pure almond joy. It made her tootsie roll, and he let out a snicker as she screamed, "Oh, Henry!" while squeezing his paw and Zagnuts. Miss Hershey says, "You're even better than the Three Musketeers." Soon she was a bit chunky, and 9 months later had a baby Ruth.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
about it? I'm surprised they didn't add in Eat More in there somewhere.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, it was called The Birth of a Candy Bar. But yeah, that was something that everybody just thought was so funny back in the day.
Yeah.
Did they mention? Did they mention Snickerdoodle in there somewhere?
No Snickerdoodle. Sorry. No Snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodles are cookies anyway. They're not candy bars.
Yeah, because he wanted to eat. He wanted to eat more Snickerdoodle or a cookie.
Hey, John, look what Mary Webb sent you.
Hey, Mary, thank you so much. See, there's so many more names going on the wheel to win a $20 gift certificate. Now, the way my gift certificates work, and this is weird. Okay, so I've given out so many gift certificates in the course of my lifetime of Wood If I Could scroll saw portrait design and woodworks. I've given out $75, $120. I've given out $150 gift cards. I've given out $250 gift cards for donations to charities that people would bid at auction and paid for the gift cards. But I've never had anybody redeem them yet.
No kidding.
And I've never put
Wow.
expiration dates on them. I've never put expiration dates on my gift cards.
Hey, John, if I win, can I put that towards what I currently owe?
Annie, you're pretty much almost paid up anyway.
I am?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had that problem too. I was like, how much do I owe you still? You're paid up. I am.
Yeah, you're already paid up, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
But yeah, you can if you want. But the way my gift certificates work is that you can use it towards the purchase of anything you want, whether it be like a complete portrait or like something like the Snowy Owl, which is all custom work anyway, or stuff that's already like built, like something similar to what I already have done already, like ornaments or whatever, right? That I can do like five ornaments for $20, which is a really weird number. So you might as well get 6. But the thing is that or like 5 ornaments or like two small little portraits or like one wood cutting, or use it towards something pricier. That makes sense. That makes sense, right?
That makes sense. I'm just going to use bribe John to let me win at bingo more often.
Oh, like I did with Jen, like I did with Jen last night.
It doesn't do any good.
Snail wants to know, do you have a website, John?
I don't have a website, but I do have a Facebook page that my Facebook page is still in the works because my Facebook page got hacked last year. But I am still trying to upload photos and stuff onto it. Let me share this out to you. So my Facebook page that I do have. Why is it so hard to share this out? I freaking hate that.
Y'all know I hear that tune on my sleep. Do-do-do-do. Greg, I had a fantastic idea for the horse.
Oh,
Yeah. Now tell me if it worked. If it won't, be honest with me. Because, yeah, I have been thinking about this horse because I cannot wait to see you make the horse. I'm sorry. I know.
you are much more intrigued with this
but you
horse
did
than
so
I am.
good on that cowboy.
Yeah, I know. Right. Right. That's
You
funny.
did the horse justice. But what about really long nails for the body and legs and the neck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Saw blade for the tail and mane, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a washer that's been cut like sort of triangular for the head. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Would you think that'd be workable?
Oh yeah, anything's workable.
Yeah.
I've got-
So Dimitri, hey, go ahead. Okay.
No, I'm done.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. No,
I'm going to get props. So
I got to find
I'll
out what I'm
leave
looking for anyway. I got to find out what I'm looking for anyway before I share it out.
okay, hang on. I gotta find it. There it is again.
I know. I hears it all the time.
Well, anyway, what I was going to say, I've only got 2 sizes of nails.
Well, yeah,
Only-
but if you put comparative to the rider has to be a little bit smaller. But couldn't you do like the joints, like at the wide end? Use that for like the joint of the knee and put 2 of them together to make the legs longer.
Yeah, because the rider has short nails for arms and long nails for legs.
Yeah. So if you put 2 of those together, like where the flat part is, that would be
Yeah.
like the knee joint.
Yeah.
And like cut like one of the knee what the flat part off for the hooves.
Mhm.
Yeah. See, I have really honestly been giving it some thought.
Yeah. Oh, it'd work. Yeah. The it's got so many damn things. I've been thinking about it. Also, some different ways to use. I've seen different horse heads just using horseshoe nails that work pretty good. You cut them in a certain, or shorten them or whatever. You use them in a certain
Count
way.
them out.
Uh,
Yeah.
See, I got a box of nails.
Just ask John. I have all kinds of good ideas, Craig. I don't know how to execute them, but I have good ideas.
See, but I actually never knew that horseshoe nails were single sided because they're flat on one side.
Yep.
They're flat on one side, and they're only bulged out on one side, right?
Mhm.
But I
Welcome
know
back,
I know that we had to go down to Keddy's to buy nails, horseshoe nails for Carrie's uncle, who had a horse farm, and he needed like 8 different sizes of freaking horseshoe nails.
mm-hmm.
So we had to get like 8 different sizes of horseshoe nails. I'm like, why do you need so many? He goes, because they're different sizes of horseshoes. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that makes no sense, but
Well, all the way from
I figured it
ponies
was just one size.
to draft horses, they're all different size hooves.
Now I do know that they shod
Well, yeah.
the miniature horses, but I'm assuming those horseshoes have to be specially made for those little horses.
Well,
they're all
pretty
adaptable.
much,
They're all-
like you can buy pre-made horseshoes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I want, well, I know, but see, miniature
Hold on,
horses
let
haven't
me-
been
let me-
around that long. They've only recently been bred into existence.
Yeah, they have Shetland. No,
I'm talking about
Shetland ponies.
I'm talking about actual miniature horses. They look just like
Okay. Okay. What about
horse,
what
but
about
they're just miniature.
what about Sable Island ponies? Sable Island ponies were bred to work in the mines.
They run barefoot out in Sable Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
there's so
they
many
do now.
blocks and stuff they keep
Yeah.
promoting for now.
But yeah, there's those mine ponies that were in Newfoundland, I guess it was, hey, or Nova Scotia, one of the. Anyway, they used them down in the mines to tow the
See,
ore
but like
cars.
I got all these the ore cars and the buggies.
Mhm.
See, I got four. Four. I got three different size horseshoes here.
Mhm.
So you weld them together, but you always put the open end up, so that holds the luck in.
See, so this one here will be off a Clydesdale. Like, look at the size of this horse. Look at the size of this horseshoe.
You ought to see the size of their feet in real life. They're huge.
Well, I
And
know.
they're
It's like
Yeah.
I know. Like you know that's a big foot. Being that size, right? And there's only eight nails that hold it in place. But I do know that they pretty much burn them on before they put the nails into them.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
to fit them.
Yeah, that's just to get the right fit. Yeah. But
But I know
those
that.
like regular horseshoes there, like for a regular horse. I'm
See,
talking
but
the
but
hoof
depending
of a horse will literally fit in the palm of my hand, and I don't have big hands.
but
But I'm
depending on
saying, go ahead.
but depending on what the horse is used for depends on the style of horseshoe you need as well, right?
Yes.
Like these ones are more for running. Like these flat ones
that
are
one.
more for running. These are more for running, whereas these ones are more for traction, for digging in the soil, because they got like treads in them.
Now, there you go, John.
It's like a wishbone. What's the wishbone one
Mhm.
for? That's a weird shape though.
Yeah, that was on our house when we bought it, nailed up above the drawer. There is a what they call a rolling mill, and they roll steel here, like they make rebar, they make channel iron, they make I-beam, they make that kind of stuff, right? It started out in the 1800s as a horseshoe making facility, and I got some fill out of there. The guys were hauling it away. Says, "Oh yeah, we'll drop it at my place." Well, I going through it, and you spread it around with a tractor and that, and you're raking it and this and that. I come up with a horseshoe, and it's probably a pony shoe, and it's only half made. Like the holes in it, it did. You know how there's a groove, and they put the holes for the nails. Well, there's only a groove on one side of the shoe, so it was a half made one. So it was a reject or something like that.
There was a old man who was a blacksmith that lived about 8 miles from me when I was growing up. I used to love to get in there, sit in his forge, and just watch him work. And he supplied the horseshoes for everybody locally, show horses, and all of that. He was really good at what he did too. And see, to me, old stuff like that, and yes, I know that was the job, but that's also art. Because it takes a lot of knowledge to become a blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody could go in there with a metal part and said, "I need this. Can you make it?" And he said, "Give me a few days to look at it." And he would just like put it on the shelf while he was doing everything. He'd be looking at it. And then the first thing you know, he'd be recreating it. Now, to me, that's artistry.
Now, this shoe, as big as it is, and this nail, it won't go in the hole of the shoe more than that much. So these nails are for pretty big horses, I guess.
Well, I mean, yeah, the bigger a horse, some horses have thicker hooves, just like people have different thickness of fingernails and toenails. Horses' hooves are the same way. And you have really soft-footed horses that need really light shoes. They can't carry heavy shoes.
Well, they made aluminum shoes too, eh?
Yeah, Larry.
And plastic now, I think.
I heard a boy the other day was complaining about the Bowtech that he went in there to learn welding, and it's pipe fitting. It's not true welding. So he was just going to go. I think he said he was going to move to Denver because his uncle is a smith, and he's going out there and he's going to teach him. He's going to be his apprentice to learn, because he said he wasn't learning nothing at the tech school. He said he didn't want to be a pipe fitter. He wants to be a welder. And he's like, there's a difference. And he's looking at me, and I said, don't ask me. I have no clue. Not my area of expertise. But yeah, all the old stuff like that, it's fallen out of favor. People are not learning it. And I think they're going to regret not having that knowledge in the future.
And do you know what the device that they put on a horseshoe for traction on ice is called?
No,
A cork.
a cork.
Yeah, so it's like a little stud. And so well, you wouldn't have them down where
Like
you live,
cleats.
studded tires, but we have studded tires up here.
No, we have studded tires.
Okay.
We don't run them much anymore, but
No, but it's called a cork. I thought
I never knew.
corks were like for walking on to be quiet.
yeah. Oh, there's a lot of gas pipe welders down here, or here, Larry. Not down here, I guess. I'm not sure where you are from. No oil filled pipes. Those are all out west. I don't think we have any oil fields in this. There might be some on the East Coast, but I think most of them are in the Midwest. My nephew was working on the pipeline out of Canada that was supposed to come down this way.
Keystone XL.
Yeah, no, they just stopped it. It just stopped. I mean, he's my nephew. As far as I'm concerned, he's my nephew, but technically he was my brother's wife's kids from another marriage, but I claim him. He's mine.
Okay, so who's asking that? So Demetra, as for portraits, like I can't
Jesse,
find
I'm
my
not
banner.
sure where Jessica is today.
She's spending her day with Joey because it's National Parrot Day.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Okay, so I don't know if you. So see, I can do portraits. Just upside down. There's a portrait. Come on. There's a portrait of Wendell. There's a portrait of Wendell Clark I did for one of. This is one of the girls I went to high school with, and she married one of the guys I went to high school with. He's a big Toronto Maple Leafs fan, so I did this portrait of Wendell Clark. I can do portraits. I like doing portraits. I love portraits because they're fun to do. I do big stuff.
Except Nancy's hair.
Yeah. I can do record albums. That's a Peter Pan record album I did.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Peter Pan.
And Wendy.
What is this called? Shadow portraits.
Silhouettes.
Silhouette portraits, yeah. Animal portraits. Yeah, that's actually Charles Deering design pattern. But I love doing miniatures too, though. My miniatures. I don't even know if they're on here. There's one I did custom dog portrait for a wedding. But if there's anything that you can think of that you want built, I can build it. See, I made a 3D rabbit, fully articulated rabbit for my granddaughter that moves. So his head moves up and down, his ears move back and forth, his arms, his elbows, his knees, his hips, they all move. So I had him pose in different designs. See, he moves every direction. But there's nothing. There's nothing that I can't build. Nothing that I've not attempted to build. I love doing wedding stuff. Like groups of wedding stuff is like my forte. Actually, I got my wedding girl's coming in tomorrow. Oh, there you go, portrait. So this one I did. This is my boss's grandmother. So
Oh,
that's all cut by hand. And I did it right off a photo. I used to have
Nancy and old what's his name?
what's that?
Where's Nancy and old what's his name?
See, but I haven't even updated these pictures yet, so I can't. Still got to find them. Nancy and Earl. Nancy and Earl is actually on my opening video. Here, take a quick look at my opening video, and you can see. I wonder if I can even pause that. I don't know if I can pause it or not. I can't even pause the video to show you Nancy and Earl's that is in my opening video.
Yeah, but you see it pop up.
Yeah, it popped. That was when I first started it. But there's nothing that like if you just go through the photos, there's nothing that I won't attempt to make. There's nothing that I won't do, and I can make whatever you want, right? I've had people in my shop. Both my sons have been in my shop. I've made stuff for people I went to high school with. My old roommate. I made stuff for Penelope, Witchy Poo that's been in the chat a couple times. Scrapbooks, D&D books, wedding signs. I love wedding signs. Because what wedding signs I basically get to do my own thing with. And growth charts, and that's about it. But yeah, like whatever you can think of something that you want, I can make it out of wood.
Whatever you can dream up, he can make come true.
Yeah, because one day I was bored, and I happened to have a box of Tim Hortons Timbits here.
Talking
So
about
on one of my
rolls,
on one of my shows, I made a Timbits box.
it's donut holes, right?
No, they're Timbits.
Yeah,
What's the difference?
So the only thing that's not finished on this is I didn't draw the little faces and the little feet on the bottom, right? But it actually opens up. That's all my beginning yarn stuff I started off with. But I love recreating stuff to make it look like out of wood. And it's all to scale. It's all exact the way the actual Timbit box is. I don't even have the Timbit box anymore. But,
It'd be pretty stale by now.
But you know what this is just by looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, right?
Oh, I must have done the wrong thing. Okay, I'll ask one more time. Who wants to go clean the kitchen? I could.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Exactly.
But I didn't eat, so I'm not seeing it.
Not I, said the pig.
Not I, said Henny Penny.
I got homemade hot rolls and another steak and homemade steak sauce.
Oh,
Nope, I don't eat steak.
And garlic mashed potatoes.
oh,
I might do mashed potatoes.
I can make you a chicken breast, Joe.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna have stuffed salad when we break tonight. I've got all the stuff in there for it.
I had a hankering for grapes, and I thought I had grapes in there, but I I think someone already had them all. It's like when I was like,
Oh.
well, okay, I'll have to think of something else I want.
See, but like I can do a quick show and tell because I'm pretty bored right now. Actually, go show and tell because you guys have all seen, you know, who doesn't like Christmas ornaments, right?
Uh-huh. Christmas ornaments are so cool.
So, 3D snowballs. Here, there's all 3D snowballs. These are four pieces. See, 4-piece snowflakes. I'm actually building a couple of these for Annie. Light bulb. 1 second. Light bulb flower holders. I mean, actually, with a real
I
light
like
bulb in them.
that. That's cool.
Custom coin holders, which is actually a phone holder, but this is a custom coin holder that Larry Couture sent me for his custom. The only one he ever made for anybody that I actually have. Phone. This is an actual like handle pin. It will actually fit in your pocket. I made it exactly.
You're a little muffled.
Kind of thing. And it's scale.
You're still muffled.
Hold on a second. Why am I? Why the key settings?
I still think you have a short in that somewhere.
I got it. It's got to be short. I don't know what it is. All right, is that better? There we go.
We have
But
to
there's
say something before we can tell you.
Am I saying anything now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. But there's nothing that I can't or won't make for anybody.
Make me happy, John.
Small stuff, small
Make
stuff,
me
big stuff, 3D stuff,
I don't think I'd be rich.
snowballs. Jessica likes these because they're hands, right? Hard hands, skeleton hard hands. Thick stuff like a cat and mouse up there. Those are made out of 2x4s, candle holders. Like up top there, 3-piece candle holders or actual candle holders. The candle inside.
Oh, that's cool.
Candle in the wind.
My my one of a kind snow globe that I built. What
Too.
else do I got?
Whoa. Come back to that train.
That train?
That train.
I made that in 2011. I made that for my dad. That's like really crappy work because that was like when I first started out.
Well, that looks pretty good for
So-
crappy work.
Well, it is crappy because number one, it's not finished. But it's got a nice finished gloss coat on it. But I didn't finish the wheels. Right, the wheels aren't done because they're supposed to have all these fancy spokes and stuff in them. My lines aren't very straight. They're not accurate on this one. They're all wonky on here.
Yeah, but you could look at that and look at what you do now and see how far you've come.
Well, yeah. So
it serves a
like
purpose.
so if I was to redo one of these, but like it actually has the crosshairs in the front light. There's more decoration on the bells. There's more decoration on the bells. The smoke is more stylized. All the spokes are in all the wheels. I would this is my beginning work because this is 2011. It actually says 08 11, so that's August 11. Take that, compare it to This one.
Yeah, that's why. Look how far you've come.
Yeah. Like huge difference in detail.
I should have you make your dad something of a train for Amtrak for Christmas.
Amtrak train.
I was thinking the same thing, but
But, well, that's what he worked for all of his life. He worked for Amtrak.
You have you done Charles? I haven't done Charles's Mega Train.
Just an idea.
Charles's
Great
Mega.
train.
See, let me
Dad would
pull up
like
Charles.
that.
Let me pull up
Dad
Charles's
would have
Mega
just
Train.
loved that. He might actually like me for the day if I did give him something like that. It's possible.
Let me pull up Charles's Mega Train for you. The only problem with Charles's Mega Train is it's how big did he do his? He did it 4 foot, 4x6, wasn't it? Be quicker on the phone. Menu pattern. Where's the search at? I don't like where search. You can't find a search on here. I hate it. Patterns for sale. Actresses, advanced prep work, or vehicles. Train. Transportation. No, those are cars.
Jeanette likes your feathers.
Yes, I know Jeanette likes my feathers. I'm gonna do one for Jeanette too. Cars, bikes. See, I don't like where it's hard to search for stuff on his site though. Um, Charles Deering, Megatrain.
Larry says he looked for it but couldn't find it.
Oh, it's over on Wooden Teddy Bear. There's Charles's Megatrain. I think there's
Oh wow.
1,200 entry holes in that, or more. But that's the not advanced version. The more advanced version has every tree and every freaking leaf in the background of it. I like this one too, though.
Oh, that's cool.
A Via train, though. A Via train. So what was he though? Like what did he do on the trains?
But my dad,
Yeah.
oh, he was a ticket salesperson. He went around. He was
See,
mostly there in town, but then he went and traveled. He sold tickets. Ticket clerk.
there's no actual Via train, but I've always wanted to do this train. This one's 3-dimensional though. I've always wanted to do this one.
Oh, that's cool.
And I have the pattern for it somewhere. I think there's like 1,200 pieces for it, but it's big. Like, see the size of it?
Oh yeah, it's huge.
But I could do it smaller. I could do it smaller. Yes, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start working on one for Jeanette.
One what? That feathers?
Yeah, it's gonna look like that
That's cool.
with a Cherokee prayer blessing on it.
Oh God bless it! All my hooks just fell. Ugh.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in and eat, and I'm gonna go in and eat, and I'll come back later tonight for some more woodworking. And if you guys get any ideas of what you want to see me do, then I'll do it on my show. I love doing custom requests on my show. But I gotta finish up Jess's. Shit, I gotta finish up her frog. I gotta finish up her hook stand for her before I can get that sent off to her. I gotta finish up everybody's winning stuff for the bingos. Who do we have over there? I got Lydia, Liz, Janice, Urfer, MCC, Chris Kaleidoscope. I got 3 projects for Annie over there still. Mishi's box. I got 2 things for Jessica to finish up.
And a big ass boat.
And a big ass boat that I got to start. And I also told Larry I was going to start. I was going to work on my Tiger lampshades this year too. Oh no, but I like being busy. I like cutting. I hate finishing. Right? Like Liz's sign is done. It's over there. It's sitting over. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see Liz's sign way over there? Liz's sign is right there. It's done. It just needs to be clear coated and packaged and sent out. I like cutting. I prefer to cut. I like cutting. Cutting I like. I hate sanding. Like I'm so this snowflake. I cut these probably 6 years ago, but they're not sanded yet. You can still see the fuzzies on them. They're not sanded. Nobody's ever wanted them. Just saying. But I'm pretty sure Annie's getting 2 of those anyway, though. 2 of them, right, Annie? You recall? Remember
What?
those compound snowflakes?
Yes. 2 of those, 2 of the flower bases,
Yep. Plus Super Grover.
plus Super Grover.
So I can say bye for now. Join us later tonight, and take care, have fun, and see what happens with everything else that's going on. And I'll spin the wheel for everybody that had super chats and super stickers in on there. For
Bye.
a $20
Bye, everybody. See you
$20
later.
gift certificate.
Thanks for
Bye,
having me.
everyone.
Bye,
Yeah,
John.
thanks Greg for being
Bye.
here, and thanks Dave for showing up, and Connie was here too, and everybody that was in the chat, everybody that supported me, all my members and subscribers. Take care, have fun. We'll see y'all later.